Hi all. In this demo video, we're going to cover a use case of a knowledge worker in IT industry who is also a team lead for a banking project. He is coming to work after a personal timeout and catching up on the project activities. His organization uses Zoom for both internal and external communication. And yes, Zoom deployment is in coexistence with Microsoft 365. Let's look at what all activities he can perform using just Zoom Workplace app. He starts the day by using Zoom's Ask AI companion to get updated on the project that his team is working on. AI companion will look for his team interactions on chat and meetings and present him with summary of all the information. He can check if there are any actionables on him that he needs to fulfill with respect to project deliverables. He can access the data sources from where the information was pulled. From the data sources, he navigates to the most preferred communication mode these days, that is chat. Here, he quickly looks at messages that are directed to him and also messages from the team channels that he is a part of. Note that project structures can be created in spaces or folders, and within each space, you can create dedicated channels. All information that he feels will be important is condensed in specific sections based on his interest. He navigates to the trending topic of discussion in the channel of interest and sees threaded messages, and he quickly gets a summary of what was discussed by using AI summary feature in chat. He quickly responds to the threaded message using AI compose, and off he goes on his next action. Navigating to another project channel, he looks at the Zoom docs covering service agreement for the project created by one of his team member. And then he navigates to Whiteboard tab that covers mobile app development plan shared by another team member. He reviews it quickly with comments on Whiteboard and add mentions. He then navigates to resources section in the channel, which shows the repository of files that were shared in the interaction. Note here that there is direct integration with SharePoint, and when the team channel was created, a SharePoint site was created with all the files shared within team chat showing up on the SharePoint site, ensuring there is complete compliance to how the files are shared within and outside the organization. He notices that there is an upcoming performance review of his team members. To gauge the sentiment of team and to ensure that he provides the right feedback, he quickly launches a Zoom survey to capture the sentiment. He shares the survey in Zoom team chat dedicated to his team and shares the survey link on one-to-one basis on the employee engagement platform of Zoom, that is WorkVivo. While he is on WorkVivo, he also checks his activity feeds that covers updates on all the departments that he is tagged to, looks at shoutouts, checks for latest news briefings and upcoming org events, and navigates to Spaces section to check the posts on spaces of interest and comments and reacts on them. He next moves to email and checks all the emails of importance. Here, he can get mail summaries of all the meetings that he was invited to and could not participate. He can see if there are any actionables on him and respond. Similar to Team Chat, AI Mail Compose is available to him to respond to emails quickly. He quickly looks at calendar for past and upcoming meetings. From the past meetings, he can get one comprehensive view of meeting summary, file shared, meeting recordings, including smart chapters, meeting transcripts, all under one tab. He can get further detailed meeting analytics and sentiment analysis of meetings that can help him direct the outcome of the project by actioning on areas of weakness using Zoom Revenue Accelerator. In Zoom Revenue Accelerator, features like talk to listen ratio, patience, talk speed, and sentiment trends are captured, which can be used for providing comments and coaching. For upcoming meetings today, notice that there is one meeting that is scheduled on Microsoft Teams, and he is able to one click join that meeting right from within Zoom calendar. For this meeting as well, he can use Zoom Revenue Accelerator for meeting analysis. You can see that the upcoming meetings has a Zoom recorder bot that is invited as participant that can take meeting notes and provide insights. The Zoom Revenue Accelerator as well shows this scheduled meeting listed on its upcoming events page. The mail and calendaring experience that he is getting on Zoom client is pulled from O365 integration. This reduces toggle tags of switching between multiple windows and improves productivity. Before he moves on to his next task, he is interested in knowing if there were any calls that his team received or his team made on the dedicated voice channel for the project during his absence. He navigates to the contact center and looks for voice engagement on project specific call queue. He can check the queue analytics and live queue status and can perform real time monitoring of active calls, checking the number of agents that are ready, not ready, occupied, or offline. Checking the dashboard, he wants to verify the resource allocation for future schedules for his project call queue. He performs resource optimization tasks to ensure there is availability of resources at all the time. All the agents get notified of the scheduled updates. He quickly needs to call his superior to inform this schedule update. He navigates to Zoom phone, enters the manager name, checks his presence, and makes the phone call. To show the update made, he elevates the call on video so that he can share his desktop and brief him on the updates made in Zoom's workforce management module. His organization follows hybrid work, and looking at upcoming events in calendar for second half, he plans to call his team to office as there is one client meeting that he wants the team to be present for. He uses bot function for group booking of desk within his Zoom chat to book the desks for his team members. He can see real-time updates on desk reservation happening on Workspace floor map. His team gets notified of desk booking. Before client meeting, he wants to brief his team. He looks for a meeting room for team briefing and blocks the room on the same floor where his team is sitting through Zoom's Workspace Reservation app. To ensure his client has seamless guest experience, he registers the visitor on Zoom Visitor Management, sharing the details of visitor, location of visit, arrival time. He adds a private note to floor admin to put up a welcome message for visitor on Zoom digital signage. After registering the visit, he blocks a meeting room for visitor using Zoom Workspace Reservation app and ensures that the room is closer to the team's sitting area. As it was a pre-planned client visit, he uses the existing calendar to block the room. One last thing he does is he checks for deliveries of any courier that he might have received in office during his absence. He sees that there is one parcel that awaits his pickup. He makes a note to picking up that parcel when he leaves office. In his personal team chat with a reminder notification, he ensures to mark it as picked up in Zoom's delivery management app. All the experiences so far showcased was just by using Zoom Workplace app. And without toggling between multiple applications, he was able to perform so many activities. He already feels productive, but the work is half done. He has to leave for office now, where Zoom, in combination with hardware vendor offerings from Neat, Poly, Logi, and many more, makes the in office experience enjoyable.